Zydeco came from the fields. You know, it didn't come from the city. It didn't come from New Orleans. You know, that's the city to us. It came from the fields. You know, the country, Opelousas. You know, between Lafayette and Lake Charles. You know, Opelousas, Eunice, Mamu. It came from people that was working in the fields, basically. You know, and when they would finish their work, you know, they would play music at night. That was the entertainment. They didn't have no kind of movies or nothing to go to. I'm talking about back in the 40s and 50s and 60s, you know. They would go to people's houses, like a house like this. They would clear out all the furniture. They would bring some guys that played the accordion and the scrubboard and the fiddle, you know, and they would just sit down and play. The people would have a party in their house, you know. That's what it started from. So stemming from that, over the years, you know, when Zydeco started making it out of, they call it house dances. When Zydeco started making it out of the house dances into the clubs, well, you still got the same people from the country that's going to the clubs. And the people from the country, they wearing boots, they wearing cowboy hats, they wearing jeans, you know. And as the years progress, that's kind of one thing that stuck, you know, the country lifestyle of it, the trail rides, the horse culture. You know, it's a big horse culture, and with it being, this is a black Creole country culture, so that's like way different than you might see in any other part of the country. You know, a bunch of you know, young black folks that is riding on horseback, riding down the road, hundreds, you know, riding down the road, and everybody going to the place where they having a dance, and then they put their horses up and they come and dance. You know, they've been drinking beer all day, they've been drinking whiskey or whatever they've been drinking all day. You know, they get off their horses, they put them up, and they come to the dance. So they still in their cowboy boots, they still in their dirty jeans from riding a horse all day, you know, sweaty shirt. You know, they might come about the shirt. They might be so hot, you know, and drinking all day. So when people think of Zydeco, as far as the fashion of it, the first thing that comes to your mind is your boots, your jeans, your Western hat, or like Western brands that you're wearing. But that's not always the case, because, I mean, y'all can go to a Zydeco dress like y'all are now. People not going to think twice about it. You know, you can really wear whatever you want. It's not a...
No, I'm going to let you finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not like you have to come over here trying to dress like the local people dress, you know, because some of your local people may be in Jordans. They may be in, you know, Nike shorts and...
a suit, whatever
yeah,
you want
suit.
to
You can wear a suit. You know, it don't matter. You can wear whatever, as long as you're coming over there to have a good time.
But
that's all it is.
That understanding of the art that you got, is that something that got passed down? I'm sure, like you said, like growing up, both of your granddads on both sides of the family, you heard them and seen them play and having a great time. But yes, you can hear something and enjoy it, but yet you have no idea where it came from. But clearly, being an artist yourself, you understand the background of it. Is that something they passed down to you, or as you started getting within it, you started to see or perhaps understand the background within it?
Well, both. So from growing up, my parents, not just my parents, but my family, you know, our culture is very important to us, because family is a big part of the culture. You know, family, food, music, language. That's a big part of the culture. You know, so growing up, we knew we was Creole, and we knew what Creole was and what it meant and what it was to us. And we knew that Zydeco was our music. So growing up in school, you know, you'd have history class projects or social studies projects, or even we had Louisiana history, I think either in 7th or 8th grade or something. You know, they make you do the projects with the poster boards and the little folding things. You got to do a big project at the end of the year or the middle of the year or something. Every time I did a project, when it was dealing with social studies or history, I always did it on something about Louisiana, or something about the Creole culture, or something about Zydeco culture, to where at a young age, 8, 9, 10 years old, like I know a lot about my culture from it being passed down to me and also from research. So then when I get into playing the music, now I'm really versed in it. I'm surrounded by it. I'm meeting other people from, 50 miles down the road, and they have a different outlook on how they grew up in the culture. And 15 miles down from there, they have a little bit of different outlook on how they look at the culture. So now I'm seeing the culture from all different angles. I'm seeing it from people in Texas. I'm seeing it from people in Lafayette, people in Opelousas, Alexandria, Natchitoches, people in New Orleans, people that migrated to California. I'm still seeing how they held on to their Creole culture and what elements of the culture they held on to in California and how they keep it alive. So through that whole process, I've really learned a lot. I still don't know a lot. I still got a lot I need to learn. But from it being passed down from my family and my own research and just being surrounded by it, I'm able to answer questions that are asked to me. And that's a proud thing to be able to do, because not everybody is able to really know where they come from and what started what they're passionate about or what started things in their culture.
Because like I said, some people enjoy it because it's within their DNA. They probably saw their mother, their grandmother dancing to it on a Sunday morning, whatever, to where they learn to enjoy it. But not everybody is like as knowledgeable about the whole matter like you are, to where they can understand, okay, that's what my mother was singing or dancing to this. That's why my grandfather enjoyed it. So to them, it's kind of like whenever you're listening to something, you're like, oh, that jam, I can vibe with that, but you have no idea where it came from. But some people, not only they enjoy it, but also they have like a perfect understanding where it came from, the history and the whole 9 yards.
And why we do
exactly.
Why we do a boucherie, why we still call it a boucherie, why was it so important for them to butcher every single piece of the hog and make sure that every single piece of meat went to feed the family, because man, that was important, stuff like that.
To me, like, I was impressed with you because it's not a lot of people that know Haiti was the first black country independent. For you to tell me that was pretty impressive.
And that's another Creole culture.
So that was pretty impressive to me.